Good
Hi.
morning, everybody. Welcome
Yeah.
back to another class on verbling.com with teacher Abby. Super excited to see you guys today. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Ali,
Hi, Abby.
you said maybe.
Just joking. I was joking.
You're joking.
Yeah.
I see you're feeling feisty on a Monday.
What?
Is it because it's Monday you're feeling a little bit feisty?
Maybe. I don't know.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mateo. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Wonderful. How was your weekend?
Weekend. Today is Monday.
Yeah. How was your weekend?
Okay, okay. No, I forget. In this weekend, mm, not particular
Nothing
weekend.
exciting.
No, normal day.
Very good. Well, thank you for joining us this lovely Monday morning. Hello, Anna. Welcome to the class. How are you today?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. And you, Abby?
I'm okay. Nice to have you with us again. Did you have a nice weekend?
Sorry? I don't have any time.
You were busy this weekend.
Yes.
A busy weekend. Mine was kind of busy actually as well, but it was a nice weekend. Thanks for coming back, Anna.
Thank you.
Jose,
Hi,
hey, how you doing?
fine. What about you?
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. It's a
That's
little
good.
bit it's a little bit chilly today. A little bit chilly. But that's okay. Summer in Canada
Yeah.
is not always really hot. We get about 2 to 3 weeks of really hot weather in Canada. And there's a plane flying over my head, so I'm sorry about that one. Hi, Michael. Welcome to the class.
Hey, Tisharia, can you hear me?
I can hear you very well, yeah. How's everything with you?
Yeah, everything is good.
Very good. Good to see you again in class. Thanks for joining us. Was your weekend okay?
Yeah, another game. Not
Excellent.
so exciting, but not too bad, as British would say.
As who would say?
British people,
Oh,
Brits,
British.
Britons,
Brits or British.
Britons as well.
Okay.
Britons.
Thanks,
Not too
Michael.
bad.
And Pablo, welcome to the class. How are you?
Hello, I'm great. And you?
I'm okay. Do I have I had you in a class before, Pablo?
No,
This is the first time?
it's the first time with you as a teacher. I have been in other class with other teachers.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Also, I come from Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 25 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and I work as a teacher in a elementary school.
What do you teach?
Oh, I teach several lessons from physical education, English, Spanish language, maths, a bit
Wonderful.
of everything.
How old are your students?
They are from 6 years old to 12 years old.
Okay. Very nice. Well, thank you for joining us today, Pablo. Very happy that you were able to come. Hi, David. Welcome to the class.
Hi, teacher. Thanks.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Thanks. And you?
Wonderful. Thank you for asking. It's nice to have you with us. So today's class, we're going to be doing a crossword puzzle and reading, of course, a short story before we do that. The story is called It Only Rings When I'm in the Bathroom. For some reason, it made me laugh, the title. What would you do if you were trying to call somebody and you could not get a hold of them? Usually you can contact them, you phone them, they pick up the phone. But what would you do if you tried phoning somebody that you know and it was impossible to get a hold of them? What would you do, Anna?
I don't understand you. Sorry.
I'll write it in the chat. Is the Verbling chat working for everybody?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, what would you do if you were trying to contact someone, but it was impossible to get a hold of them? So you're phoning, no answer. What would you do, Anna?
I send him a WhatsApp, for example.
I would send. Cool. What about you, Jose? What would you do?
I'll call his mother.
Call his mother.
Yes.
Good one. Very good. Mateo, what would you do?
I think I don't know.
Pablo, do you have any ideas? Let me ask Pablo. You think about it, Mateo, and let me know.
For example, I could try to get in contact with someone who is close to this person to know about where he is or where can he be doing, or maybe let him a message, or if not, if I'm very interested in meeting this person, going to his home and call him.
Very good. Anyone else have a different idea? We've heard call his mother, send him a WhatsApp, go to his house.
Who? But who do you call? Like, who's that person for you?
For me? If you
No,
can.
yeah. And your question, what? Who is the person for me?
Okay. Who's the person for you? If I can't get a hold of you, Michael, who do I call?
No, I didn't understand. I mean, you're asking, what would you do if you were trying to contact someone, but it was impossible to get a hold of them? Whom I am trying to contact?
Anybody. Maybe a brother, your sister, a friend.
But it depends on each person in part, because they're
Well,
like,
give me an example.
there's some closer people, we have like closer relations, and there are like some, basically, I know them just for a while, so
Okay.
depends.
Anybody have any other ideas? Very good. So we're going to talk about a story about a man who cannot be reached. He cannot be reached for a reason. So, any questions before we get started?
So what would you do?
I think I would do what Pablo and Jose said. Maybe call the mom or drive to the house of the person if I really was worried about them or if I wanted to get a hold of them. That's probably what I would do.
Okay. Call the police, I bet.
But if it was you, Michael, I wouldn't know what to do.
Why?
Because I don't know your mom.
Oh, okay.
So you're right, it depends. I'd start posting publicly on Facebook, Michael!
So I should introduce you to my mom in order you to do not post on Facebook.
Exactly. But if you don't, then I will be calling your mother.
Okay, that's embarrassing.
Okay.
When you call the mother of a person to ask where that person is, like that person is not responsible or is not stable or something.
I guess I'm not stable because I would have no problem phoning your mother if I thought you were in trouble.
I mean the person who your mother asking. I mean, for example, if you're calling my mother, I am unstable.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Do you understand what I mean? You should get hold of me if I'm okay, like a person.
Right.
You shouldn't like. I mean, there is some time limit, but you should get in touch with a person in some time limit. One day, maybe 24 hours or something.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're reading a story called It Only Rings When I'm in the Bathroom. And it's a fairly long story. Well, not really long, but it's long enough that everyone's going to get a chance to read. So why don't we go ahead and get started? Ali, do you want to read the first paragraph for us?
Yes. Okay. Uncle Harry had no answering machine because hardly everyone ever called. Most of his friends and relatives were already dead. He had outlived them all, even though he smoked and drank most of his life. So much for all their talk about clean living, he sometimes thought.
Okay, very good. Excellent reading. So who is Uncle Harry? Maybe we could have David tell us. Who is Uncle Harry? What do we know about him?
Uncle Harry. Let me see. Uncle Harry is the uncle.
He's an uncle, that's for sure. What do we know about him? Is he a young man, an old man, a healthy man? What do we know?
Mm, he's not young. He is because he smoke.
Okay, so he's not young, that's true. He does smoke.
And drink.
Very good. He's a smoker and a drinker. What else do we know about him, Mateo?
I think it's an old man, Uncle Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, Uncle. When I heard watched the film, typically in United States, I saw Uncle Harry, Uncle Tom. It's an old man.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So you're right. He's an older man, and it says in the text that he outlived his relatives. What does it mean to outlive somebody? Michael.
Very old. All his relatives died.
Right. So to outlive somebody means what?
To live longer than others.
Exactly.
Basically.
Perfect. Excellent job. So tell me about somebody in your family who has outlived others. Somebody maybe who's older, or somebody that you know in your life who's lived a long period of time compared to their peers or their family members. Can anyone tell me about someone? Who in your family has lived a long time?
Grandparent.
My
Your
grandmother, grandfather.
How old are your grandparents, Mateo?
Grandfriends.
How old are your grandparents? How old?
Okay. Actually died, but the last 80 whole year.
They were 80 years old.
Years old, yeah.
Nicely done. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. And Ali, you were going to tell us something?
Yes, my grandma, she died 2 or 3 years ago. She was about 100 years old.
Wow. She lived a long life. She outlived many people.
Yeah. I know someone, it's not my close relative, but a kind of relative. He lives in the village. He is about 110 years old.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah.
It must be something in the food. Excellent. Thanks for sharing, Ali. That's amazing. Anybody else want to share about somebody they know who has lived a long period of time? Wow, Jose, that's amazing. 108. I think the oldest person I ever knew was 105.
112.
130.
So, Jose, your grandpa, why do you think he's lived such a long life?
He was very healthy. Every morning go to jogging.
Wow, good for him.
Did you hear that, Abby?
I knew you were going to say that, Michael. I went jogging this morning. I jogged for 30 minutes, okay? So
Who's the second person who jogs that you know?
Michael.
I will live 150 years.
Excellent work, you guys. Thanks for sharing that with us. Any questions or comments about our first paragraph? I have to say hello to Victor. Hi, Victor.
Hi, Abby. Hi, everyone. How are you?
Good to have you back. And I have to say hello to Andre. Hi, Andre.
Hi, Abby.
Nice to see you again. Thanks for coming.
Nice to see you too.
All right, let's go ahead. We're going to move on to our next paragraph. And Andre, actually, could you read the next highlighted part for me?
Yeah, sure. The only person who talked to Uncle Harry regularly was his nephew Teddy. Teddy called several times a week, just for a few minutes to say hello and see if everything was okay.
Okay, thank you very much. And Anna, could you read the rest of that paragraph for us?
Some days Teddy had to call twice or more because Uncle Harry didn't answer the first phone call. When he finally did get through, Uncle Harry would chastise Teddy for his bad timing. How do you always manage to call me when I am in the bathroom? He would ask.
Thank you very much. Can you repeat the word chastise?
Chastise.
Excellent. And ask?
Ask.
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 Perfect. Awesome reading, Anna.
What does it mean, chastise?
To chastise someone is to, like, verbally discipline them. Like, what is wrong with you? Why do you always call me when I'm in the bathroom? Like, getting angry.
Okay.
Okay. When you're bad in class, Mateo, I will have to chastise you.
Okay. Okay.
It's a form of verbal discipline, like getting angry at somebody with your words. Any other questions on the vocabulary for that one? No other questions? Okay. Who calls Uncle Harry? David, who calls Uncle Harry?
Teddy.
And who is Teddy?
His nephew.
Exactly. Do you have anyone in your family, David, that you call on a regular basis to make sure they are okay?
No.
No?
No.
Thank you for sharing that with us. What about you, Victor? Do you call anyone?
Not yet.
Not yet. Is there anyone you should be calling? Victor, is there anybody that you should be calling?
Should be calling.
Should be calling. Like, is there?
No.
No?
I prefer personal meetings.
Okay, very good. For example, I should call my grandma more often. I'm living with her now, but I should call her more often than I do. I should probably call her every day, but I don't. So does anyone have somebody like that in their family?
Not every day, but sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and keep reading. Could you read the next part for us? Yes?
Teacher.
Question?
In the phrase, when he finally did get through, he means uncle or the nephew.
It means when Teddy finally got through to Uncle Harry. And to get
through means what it means.
To have Uncle Harry pick up the phone and For example, David, if I call you on the telephone and you do not answer your phone, you could say Abby could not get through to David. But if I call you and you answer the phone or you pick up, then I can say I got through to David. I was in contact with him via telephone. Okay?
I can change get through for talk to.
He finally talked to Uncle Harry. Yes, exactly.
And why the word Timmy?
Why
Is
the
bad
word
Timmy?
bad timing?
Bad timing, yes.
Because the time that Teddy called, every time he called, Uncle Harry would be in the bathroom, so he could not answer the telephone.
Bad timing.
Bad timing. It means the time that you did something was not ideal.
Which word can I put in this place to be the same meaning?
You could say the time that he called was not ideal or not the best. Not the best time.
Okay. If I say a bad word in this class, for example, you can say that I'm having a bad timing.
No, I would say it's bad timing to swear when you're in class because it's not appropriate. But if I said to you, oh, David's having a bad time, that is different. That means that you're having a difficult period of time in your life.
Or I am making something in the wrong time.
Exactly. I'd say, David, that's bad timing. Don't swear in class. Wait till class is finished.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. You're welcome, David. Thanks for asking those questions. Does anyone else have a question about that?
Yeah, I have a question. One question. For example, if I call to some company and the secretary gets through, and I want to speak to some employee,
yes.
What does she do? She put through me, or how do
she
you call
puts
it?
you through. She puts you through.
Put me through. Okay, thank you.
Puts you through. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Can you read the next highlighted part for us, Jose?
Tuesday morning, Teddy let the phone ring 10 times. He then hung up and went back to work. That afternoon, he called Uncle Harry again. Again, no answer.
Thank you. And David, could you read the next highlighted part?
A couple of hours later, he called again. Still no answer. He called Ira, Uncle Harry's next-door neighbor. "Hello," said Ira. "Hi, Ira. This is Ted." "Hi, Ted. How are you?"
Excellent. Good reading. Any questions on the vocabulary for that part?
Is that man word? Man name? Sorry.
Ira?
Yeah.
No, Ira would be a female name. It's not very common though, Michael. Not super common, but definitely for a female.
In Russian-speaking countries, we have Ira, like the same spelling, but you say Ira.
Ira, pronounced differently. Okay.
It's a very common name.
Ah, very good. All right,
Abby,
so yes.
Abby, sorry.
That's okay.
Hung up. It's a similar hurry up.
No. Hurry up means to increase speed. Hang up means to put the telephone down.
It's different. Okay.
Okay, so hang up. That's a phrasal verb for you. We've talked about that in previous classes. Hang up, and the past tense is hung up. To put the phone down.
Okay.
Anyone else have any other questions? Alrighty, Michael, the next paragraph, please.
Oh, I'm fine, Ira, but I'm a little worried about Uncle Harry. I called him 3 times today and he didn't answer once. I don't think he could have been in the bathroom all 3 times, do you?
Okay, good job. Excellent reading. Any questions?
How do you contract could have been? Could have
Could have.
been?
Could have been.
Oh,
Could have.
could have been. Could have been
Like,
in the. Okay.
could have.
Could have.
Anybody else have a question? Awesome. Oh, I think that was Mateo's turn. Mateo, did you read?
Okay.
Did you
No.
read? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, yes. Okay,
Did you read
go,
already?
go.
I'm having a
Oh.
memory relapse. I don't think you did you?
Okay. No, I don't think so. Lagged Ira. He doesn't complain about that, doesn't he? Anyway, I'll go next door and see what's up. If he doesn't open the door, I know where he hides his spare key. I will call you back in a bit, okay?
Okay, excellent. Can you repeat a few words for me? First of all, laughed. Laughed.
Left.
Perfect.
It's a similar left.
Laughed.
Different. Laughed.
Perfect pronunciation. No problems there. Laughed means ha 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 ha.
Laughed. Okay.
Right? Now, what's this an example of? What's this question here? This is a type of question in English. Who knows what type of question we call this?
Tag question.
Exactly, right? When she already knows the answer and knows that he knows the answer. So what do they know about, what do they both understand about Uncle Harry? Pablo, what do they both understand about Uncle Harry?
They think that he has any problem because he is always complaining when anyone wants to put in contact with him.
Yeah, where does he say he always is?
What?
Where does he say he always is when they call?
When they ask, I don't think he could have been in the bathroom all 3 times because they think he has made an excuse.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Yeah, they're saying the chances of him always, or he always complains about people calling him when he's in the bathroom. Let's continue. Pablo, I'm going to get you to read the next part for me, okay? Can you read this?
Yes. Okay, Hira, thanks a lot, Teddy said. A while later, Teddy's phone rang. It was Hira. He sounded shaken. Teddy, I'm sorry it took so long. I have bad news. Harry didn't answer the door, so I used his spare key. He was dead, Teddy. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyone have any questions about this paragraph? So, who did Teddy contact after he couldn't get a hold of Uncle? Anna, who did Teddy contact?
With Ira, his neighbor.
Whose neighbor?
The neighbor's Harry uncle.
Very good. So Uncle Harry's neighbor.
Neighbors.
Yeah, very good. And what did she discover, Anna, when she went in and tried to...
Uncle Harry was dead.
Exactly. Devastating news. Any questions?
Spare key. Spare.
Spare key. When you have something that is spare...
Spare.
A spare key is when you have a key that does not belong to a specific person.
Okay. The same key, second key. Okay.
A secondary key, exactly.
Okay, secondary. Okay.
Okay. Does anybody hide? Well, nobody wants to say this on live broadcast, I bet. Well, why do some people hide a spare key around their house? Ali. Why do some people do that, Ali?
Because someone wants to go his or her home, and he or she not at home.
Mm-hmm.
They can go into the house. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Where is a good place to hide a spare key? Anybody have any ideas?
Under the carpet.
Under
the
the carpet.
Very good. Under the carpet. The front. We
And
call that the front mat. Yes, Anna?
between the plants.
Under the mop.
Sorry, Anna. And between what?
Between the plants.
Ooh, that's a good spot. Very good spot. Ali, what did you say? But under the mop?
Doormat or something.
Yes, the front mat or the doormat. I think that's a pretty easy place to find the spare key.
Yeah.
I think Anna has a better hiding spot than you.
Abby, I have a question. Usually, when I watch a movie on the television in the United States, America, okay, I saw often, for example, in your home, okay, and you put the home key and the up of the door on the plants. It's true? It's true?
Yes, it's true.
It's true?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. In Italy, is it impossible?
Yeah, I guess somebody would find it maybe. We try to hide it pretty good though. Or sometimes we just leave the door open. We don't lock it if somebody's planning on coming.
Wow. Beautiful.
The chances of somebody breaking in are pretty low, so I thought, until what happened in Vancouver happened to me. Okay, good job, you guys. Anybody else have a good idea of a good spot to hide a spare key? Victor, go ahead and read the next part for us.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Victor, I didn't realize you were reading, and I thought you were saying that because I asked you to read. Sorry.
Me too.
Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I called the hospital and they told me to call the coroner's office. The coroner said they were busy and wouldn't be able to make it here until tomorrow or the day after.
Excellent. Very, very good reading. Any questions? What's a coroner?
Who investigates dead bodies.
Yeah, usually you call the coroner if the death of somebody seems a little bit suspicious, but he investigates the cause of death. Good job, Michael.
Yeah, and if the person, if it's suspicious, like
suspicious death. Very good. Any other questions? Let's continue with Ali. Ali, read the next part for us.
What happened? Did he fall? Did he die in his sleep? Is he lying on the bed with a peaceful look on his face?
Excellent. Why do you think he asked that question, Jose? Why do you think he asked that question? These questions, I should say. Why do you think he asked?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Question.
What was he hoping for? What do you think he was hoping for?
Don't know. Just normal death.
Exactly.
Death.
Exactly. A normal, peaceful death, maybe just from old age. Any other ideas? All right. And Anna, could you please finish off the story for us?
Not exactly, Teddy. He's lying on the bedroom floor with a look of surprise on his face. We can move him to his bed later, but right now I've got to go home, Teddy. I think I may be in shock or something. I don't feel right.
Oh, so what happened to poor uncle? What happened?
His nephew called him and he ran for the phone, and he fell.
Exactly.
And he smashed his head.
He smashed his head? That's a bit gruesome, Michael.
What?
That's a bit gruesome, Michael.
What? How is?
Gruesome.
So what's that?
It's like bloody, kind of like horrible.
Yeah, but how would you die? In this case, I mean, you wouldn't just fail and that's all. You should injure yourself like very, very hard to die and to lose blood, like I assume.
So how do you think Teddy feels after hearing this cause of death?
Guilty.
Pablo, do you have any ideas?
Nope.
Nope. Poor
Decided for
Teddy. Poor Teddy is all I have to say. Any questions on the story before we get into our crossword puzzle? Any questions on what we saw here?
Yeah, I don't feel right. What does that mean?
To not feel right is to feel like there's something wrong. Like maybe you feel sick or... oh, my screen share's off. Maybe you feel like you're just not quite right, but there's no specific thing that you can explain why. Like, oh, I have a headache, or my throat hurts, or oh, I hurt my arm. It's nothing specific. It just means in general you don't feel good.
So he is saying like, I don't feel good.
Yeah, why do you think she said that? Why do you think she said she doesn't feel good?
Because about his how he was lying on the floor with surprise on his face. I mean, so basically talking about dead people for me is kind of hard. It's a hard topic for me, so that's why.
So she didn't feel good about it because obviously she'd be in shock after seeing that, right? Good. Any questions on the vocabulary? We're going to get into our crossword puzzle now. I'll share my screen with you, and we can start with Andre. Are you with us still, Andre?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Number 1 down. Go ahead and give it a go.
Okay, we gave a blank party for my grandma when she was 100. It was a blank because she didn't know it was her birthday. Is it the same word in brackets and?
Yes, it's this. It'll be the same word in both examples. So it's a party that the grandma did not know about. So when she arrived, they likely yelled this word out loud.
Surprise.
Yay! Andre, have you ever had a surprise party thrown for you?
No, unfortunately.
No? Have you ever done that for another person?
No, I knew about every party that I was invited, but if I made a party, it wasn't a surprise for others as well.
Very cool. Yeah, surprise parties are fun. They're very fun. Anyone else have a story about a surprise party? David, 5 across. Do you want to give it a go?
Okay. If you blanked all your friends, none of them can help you celebrate your next birthday. Unless you have it at the cemetery.
So remember, it's to live longer than other people. Out.
Of life?
There you go. Outlive. Outlive.
Outlive.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't David. Who's cheating?
I don't know what outlive means.
Maybe you came, I think maybe you might have arrived after we read that word, but we did talk about it. It means to live longer than other people.
Okay.
If you live longer, you outlive them.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, David. Number 2, down. Let's go over to Jose. Give it a go.
People who live a long A long time often credit their long lives to living, no booze, no cigarettes.
I'll give you a hint. C-L. It's the opposite of dirty.
Yeah. Clear.
Close. Clear. The opposite. If your house is not dirty, it is
Maybe.
clean. It's clean. Na.
Clean.
There you
Okay.
go. Do you think you're a clean liver?
Yeah, I think so.
Of course you are. No booze, no cigarettes. What's booze, Jose? What is booze?
I don't know.
Those are
It's
like drinks,
okay, it's a beer, I think.
Drink.
alcoholic drinks.
It's any kind of alcoholic beverage.
Alcohol.
Okay?
Okay.
Number 6 down. Thank you, Jose. 6 down. We're going to go over to Mateo.
Okay, I'm here. My grandmother hardly goes out anymore since grandpa died. Six, okay.
It's an expression that means very rarely or almost never. Hardly.
Hardly. Ever?
There you go. Hardly ever. Hardly ever means rarely or almost never. For example, I hardly ever. Oh, shoot. Now I don't know an example.
I remember this word in the film, in a movie.
Of course, yeah. It's quite a common expression.
Never, never.
Never,
Okay.
never land. Peter Pan. Michael. Michael, 9 across.
If you try to do something times in film, many?
9 across.
In film, do you quit trying or do you keep trying? Persevere. So it's a synonym for persevere if you try to do something
A synonym for many.
myriads, millions.
No. S.
Several?
There you go. Several times. Why do you think it's a good idea to try something several times before you quit if it's something that you really want?
Well, depends what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on your attitude towards that thing. I mean, if you really want that, you theoretically you would try that until you achieve that thing. If you really want that thing. But if you don't really want, you just try a couple of times and you have an excuse like, doesn't work.
Okay,
You
very
understand
good.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, I do. Thank you.
Okay.
Anybody else? Can you think of an idiom that we've learned in class where we've talked about?
The third time it's a charm or what?
No, quitters never win, winners never quit.
Yay! What was yours, Michael? You had another one. What was it?
Third time is a
charm.
A charm.
Third time's a charm. Yeah, those are both related. Good job, you guys. 3 down. Let's head over to Pablo. 3 down, please. Pablo, can you read it for us?
I have time trying to convince my grandma that I am her grandson. She has an Alzheimer. It's a disease. Terrible, maybe?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Terrible time. Excellent job. Nicely done, Pablo.
thank you.
I thought it was something else. You beat me. What's something that you have a terrible time with, Pablo? Something that you find difficult?
I find difficult, for example, to be very accurate in English when using oral skills.
Oh, I doubt it. You sound fantastic.
Thank you.
I had a terrible time sleeping last night with my little cousin kicking me, my side.
Oh.
Number 7 across. Let's go to Victor.
Many people have a favorite blank, a grandma or grandpa, an uncle or aunt, a niece or nephew, or a cousin. Relative.
Hey, good job, Victor. Tell us about one of your favorite relatives. You have family staying with you right now, right?
Oh, yeah, my daughters.
Your daughters are your favorite relatives.
Exactly.
Okay, very nice. Does anyone else have a favorite relative they want to tell us about? Somebody related to you.
My niece.
Your niece. Oh, I bet she's cute. I bet she's as cute as pie.
She's smart. She's smarter than me. Like, she knows. Yeah, she knows things like when I was at her age, like I didn't know so many things. That's for sure.
This is smarty pants. Good for her. She must have learned from her uncle.
For me? Well, no, just stupid things.
Okay, let's go to number 4 across. Ali.
Okay. If you don't feel blank, you should probably see a doctor after a day or two, although some people wait weeks. Don't feel right?
Good job. Smart, Ali. Very smart. And Anna, the next one, 4 down.
If you brush and floss blankly, your teeth and gums should be strong and healthy even when you are 90. Regularly.
Excellent. Good job. Very good job, Anna. 8 across. Andrew.
Friends are always there to help you through bad times. 8. And where is 8?
Right here, right by my mouse.
Got through?
Close. That's the past tense. What's the present?
Get through.
Exactly. They help you get through. So we talked about this on the telephone, but Andrew, how is it being used here? Get through. How is it being used?
Here or?
In this sentence. It's not about a telephone. What's it about?
Okay, friends are always there to help you get through.
Mm-hmm. So do you think that's true? Do you think friends are good people to have around to help you pass through difficult time periods?
There are different friends, but good friends, yes.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you. Thanks for sharing, Andre. 10 across. Let's go to David.
The 2 dirtiest blank in your home are probably the kitchen blank and the bathroom blank. Place.
No. Starts with an F and an L.
Floor.
There you go. Nicely done, David. Ew, that's a really disturbing one. I don't like it. 15 across. Jose, let's give it another go. 15 across.
I can't hear you. Let me turn my hearing aid on, said Grandma.
I'll give you a hint. The first word is H. Meaning that she cannot hear very well. So she can what hear him? Not barely, but
What?
not barely, but
Hardly. Maybe hardly.
hardly. There you go. Hardly. I can hardly hear you. That means I cannot hear you very well at all. Excellent job, Jose. Let's go over to Mateo, 17 down.
Okay. Most people would prefer to die while they are in bed at home, preferably asleep. Good luck with that. I understand.
So what do you do in bed? What could we say? It starts with an L?
17. No.
Lie.
Lives. No,
Lying. Lying in bed. That means lying down on your back.
Oh, before I write this word in the story.
Pardon?
I remember this word before
In the story.
in the uncle in the bathroom lying.
Exactly, yeah. He was not lying peacefully in his bed. He was lying on the bathroom floor. Very good. Thank you, Mateo. 16 down. Michael?
At first, ink machines used tape recording. Oh no. Then they became digital. Now they're becoming obsolete. What's obsolete?
Obsolete.
Obsolete. What's that?
Old, ancient, no longer used, out of date.
Answering.
Answering machines. Good job. Why are they obsolete?
Because I presume you have like a cell phone, and you
exactly.
People don't use as much like landlines as they used to use.
Exactly. That's perfect. Pablo, 21 across.
Okay. When someone's phone rings in the classroom, it disrupts the entire class.
Exactly. Good job. And our last one, Victor, you can do 19 down.
People stop listening to or hanging around with someone who blank about every little thing. Who hint.
Somebody who's I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
It's hot outside. It's cold outside. I hate this food.
Complaints.
Exactly. You hated me there for a second, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Because I was complaining.
Usually the women's are complaining.
Whoa! Hannah, how do we feel about that? That's
Sorry?
That's because we spend too much time with men. All right. No, you guys did a wonderful job in today's class. Unfortunately, we didn't finish our crossword, but it was huge. So I will send it to you in the chat here. You guys can click on that if you like. And you can, my grandpa says hello. And you can finish the crossword later. Actually, my grandfather said to say that any students from Russia, he would like to say hello to you.
Does he speak Russian?
Of course he does.
Yeah?
Yes, he was born in Russia.
Why didn't he teach you Russian? Like,
Good question. I ask him that all the time.
tell him to teach you like basic words like hi, how are you, bye.
Okay. When he teaches me, I'll bring it to class for you guys. Okay. So hello
Okay.
from Russia, from Abby's grandfather, from Hergido.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right,
Say
you
hi to
guys.
him.
Have a wonderful day. I have one more class coming up, so hopefully I see some of you there. But if not, please enjoy your Monday, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Thank you.